All right, hey everyone, thanks for joining. I wanted to do a little video. I've been waiting to do this for about 2 weeks now of a alternate 4th edition opening. So I have two starter decks here. One is regular 4th, one is alternate 4th edition. If you don't know what alternate 4th edition is, I'll put a little bit of a link to a long description in the description below. But it's a pretty cool story. Basically, Wizards of the Coast was doing a proof of concept for a printer in the United States with the USPCA. Most 4th edition was printed in Belgium by Cartamundi. Alternate 4th edition was printed in the United States by the, like I said, USPCA. The difference, really the only way to tell the difference from the outside on the box is the legal text block. Old 4th is in 2 paragraphs, says it's printed in Belgium. Alternate 4th is in a single paragraph, made in USA by the United States Playing Card Company. Only way to tell the difference. Alternate 4th edition was never actually distributed. They printed some and decided they did not want to use that manufacturer, so they had it all in a warehouse, and it is only subsequently leaked out slowly by former employees and anyone that managed to get their hands on some. So it's very rare. It's not quite as legendary as Summer Edition because it doesn't have dual lands, something like that. But that's kind of a similar situation with the revised. There are also some differences with the cards, and I'll get into that after we get some open. So let's go ahead, let's open the regular 4th edition first. So back in 1994, 95, this was the set that I opened the most of. Oh, one other key difference here. There's an inner seal on Old 4th. There's no inner seal on alternate 4th. You hear the difference? A little different there. All right, let's have some white bordered goodness here. All right. It's so nice when they added these pull tabs on the starter itself, so you didn't have to cut into, well, at least you shouldn't have to cut into the rule book with an X-Acto knife. Which I might have to do anyways, because I can't get this open. All right, this isn't beta. Come on, we'll just rip it open. All right, so I believe we want to drop, I think, these 4. We'll see. Maybe those are rares. Maybe they're not. All right, let's go through some of these lands. I love the 4th edition. You know, the only thing that I didn't like about 4th edition was the extra layer of text on the bottom. You know, I just really liked how Unlimited didn't have that, and I preferred the saying tap to the tap symbol. But look at these lands. Look at this art, how vibrant it is. I just love 4th edition. I think this is very undervalued right now, but, you know, prices are skyrocketing on the singles. They haven't really gone up too much on the sealed product yet, but I think you should see that adjust too. So these are all the basics. Basic lands. Let's take a sniff. Oh yeah, it smells like childhood right there. All right, here's our rule book. All right, cool. Yeah, so we got some uncommons coming up. Animate Artifact. Let me get that under the camera. Ornithopter. Segovian Leviathan. Wall of Stone. Visions. Carrion Ants. Orcish Oriflame. Karma. Pradesh Gypsies. They really had some interesting reprints in this set. It's a shame that they dropped Wheel and, you know, the dual lands, because getting land tax and Sylvan Library was a really kind of an important upgrade. Ooh, nice Dark Ritual. Oh, another playable. Giant Growth, so some nice minty staples there. Maybe we'll get lucky, get a Lightning Bolt. Plague Rats, Marsh Viper. Gaseous Form, Focus Camera, Focus. Great Ogre, Flight. Word of Binding. Wall of Wood. Unsummon. Psychic Venom. Pretty good card in Alpha 40, but nowhere else. Rock Sled, a Dark reprint. Fear. The Mammoth. Death Ward with a little Ink splotch there. All right, off to the misprint and rarity group with you. See if that's worth anything. Twiddle. You always want to, keep your eyes out for something weird. You'd be amazed at what the misprints group and rarities group will pay for. I recently opened some Fallen Empires, and there's a bunch of miscut cards that were badly centered. Not just badly centered, but to where you could see a third of the next card. And it paid for 5 more boxes of Fallen Empires, just having those cards in it. So that was pretty cool. So let's see what we got here. Hurricane. Get rid of those flying creatures. Inferno. Nice. Deathlace. That's a disappointing rare. And Bad Moon. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a nice rare right there. Very cool. Let's get some alternate fourth out, and then we'll talk about what to look at when you just have cards and you're not looking at a sealed box to determine if it's alternate fourth or fourth edition. Ooh, so this one's considerably more expensive, obviously, and considerably more rare. Let's crack it open. Okay, so that's interesting. The rule book is on the outside. There's no separation of the lands and everything. See that reflection, that texture? That's one of the quick ways to tell alternate fourth from fourth. Look at those black borders right there. So if you were flipping through a stack of these, you'd say, oh, this one just looks more minty, a little bit shinier. All right, what are we looking at? We got, okay, lands are still down here. Okay, so Swamp, Plains. Now everything in alternate fourth has value. Oh, look at that print difference there. I have to see if I have this, I think one of the Mountain Sea or whatever. Alternate fourth's a little bit more vibrant than regular fourth, but not so much so like with Summer, where it causes an enormous premium. But a lot of these are, 10 to 20 times the price of the normal ones. Beautiful Arabian Nights Mountain, Island, Swamp. Go through these. Some little bit of color variation here between those, or maybe it's just my eyes. Plains, okay. So these might be rares. Goblin Rock Slide. I don't remember if that was a rare in fourth. That doesn't sound right. These might be in a totally different order. So we'll see. Let's see what we have here. Venom. Unholy Strength. We're really hoping for a Lightning Bolt. We want a Lightning Bolt. These are a little off-center. And those some big grading communities. Look at that Crawworm. That's beautiful. For alternate fourth. But Erosion, Pikeman. There's a nice Twiddle. Bog Imp. These are way off-center. That's too bad. Battering Ram. Disintegrate. Oh, that's nice. Plague Rats. Circle of Protection Red. Energy Tab. Fissure. Scathe Zombies. Naf's Asp. Amulet of Krug. Eternal War. Oh, a Dark Ritual. Very nice. You can sort of, I don't know if you can kind of tell, there's just like a difference in the print dots. And when you get it under a loop, it's really apparent. But it's kind of interesting when you look at it. And like you can just tell from the naked eye even that there's a little bit of a difference. A little bit more vivid, a little bit more vibrant. Oh, Plume Elemental Blast. Oh, and actually, that one's well centered. That's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna might have to grade some of these. Divine Transformations, Wall of Ice, Junon Ifrit. It's uncommon. I don't know where we are. I don't know what the order is on this pack, so. Wooden Sphere, Cursed Lands, Ashnod's Battle Gear. Oh, that Wall of Swords. This is one of my favorite cards. Not any good, but really cool art. Oh, okay. Surprise, there's a rare. Stasis. Wow, that's really nice. Look at that card, too. Look at that centering. Oh, Lord of the Pit. That's beautiful. Look at that. Black mana battery. Well, if that had been a mana vault, we'd be really happy. All right, so what are these? Maybe like one rare and an uncommon, or just a bunch of commons? Commons. Okay, Healing Salve, Merfolk, Terror. Okay, so let's take something here. Maybe one that we have. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Here, we'll take 2 black cards. And I'll kind of show you how these look. So let's look at the normal 4th edition. It's always a little bit tricky to get. Focus right here, camera. There we go. See that rosette pattern? See how there's a roundness to the dot pattern? See it pretty prominently there in the dark section. So let's grab this and check out this dot pattern. Look at that. It's just scattered. That's how you can tell there's no dot pattern. They're much tighter fit together. They're all random. And that's why you get some of the vibrancy, some of the more interesting texture to the card. Yeah, scary. That's what's different about alternate 4th. All right, everybody, so that is kind of a walkthrough of this set. Really fun set, really rare, really interesting in my opinion. I had 2 of these individuals and then a bunch of bricks, so I decided to open one up and we'll go exploring. So, all right, well, I hope everybody enjoyed it despite the technical incompetence on my side, getting that loop and the focus to work. But everyone have a good day. Thanks for watching.